So, welcome everyone to today's Net24 webinar with the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens. So, we're very happy to have three incredible speakers with us today, Evgenia, Yanis, and Lida. You have to know that this university is the oldest university in Greece. It was founded in 1837 and it has a historic institution in the region.
Thank you so much for coming today. It's a pleasure to be joining this webinar and being with all of you. So let me share my screen. My name is Evgenia Mikhail, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the National and Kapodistrian University of Athens, as well as its individual programs offered by the university. The university, as Jones has already told you, was founded in 1837, and it is the oldest and most prestigious university of the southeastern Europe. Over nearly 2 centuries, it has grown into a vibrant and leading academic institution, combining deep historical roots with a strong focus on innovation and research. This is shown by the National and Kapodistrian University's rankings. It consistently ranks as a top university in our region the last few years. It is the first place in Southeastern Europe. It is the top university in Greece and Cyprus. And according to the Webometrics rankings and the top universities by Google Scholar, it has been ranking highly. It is the 86th. It has the 86th place in the world, the 16th in Europe, and it is the top university in Greece. Our campus is located in the beautiful city of Athens, a city that is known for its culture, its historical meaning, and its vibrant student life. Students always appreciate Athens as far as this is concerned. So we offer a mix of historical buildings and more modern facilities, providing an inspiring environment for learning and research. The university also provides things that extend beyond the classroom. We offer modern sports facilities, an active cultural club for cinema, theater, music, and art lovers, and a language center where students can learn multiple languages, including Greek, that we usually offer as part of our programs when they are taught in English. Here is the university in numbers. We have 41 undergraduate programs, 200 postgraduate programs, 450 e-learning programs, 5 university research centers, 3 university hospitals, 283 university laboratories, and 19 thematic museums, ranging from archaeology to medicine. And this amounts to a vibrant community of students that amount to approximately 70,000 students. So we have around 700 students, and we have many programs for international students, which means that they are taught in English. So we have 3 undergraduate programs in English and more than 30 postgraduate programs taught entirely in English. Some of our popular areas are molecular biomedicine, geology, languages, education and democracy, philosophy, and many others. We're very interested also in inter-university collaborations, and this is why we collaborate with many higher education institutes as well as other institutions like research centers, like the European Vergeland Center, the Angers University in France, the National University of Music in Bucharest, and the University of Kurdistan, Huller. The students at the National Kapodistrian University experience not only high quality education, but also culture, history, and everyday life in Athens, a city where the ancient heritage meets modern European lifestyle and a vibrant nightlife. So now let's move on and explore the individual academic programs that the National and Kapodistrian University is offering. The first program that I would like to introduce to you is the Master's Program Identity, Education and Competencies for Democratic Culture. This is a joint master's degree organized by the National Kapodistrian University and the European Bergeland Center. This is the only master's program that focuses on democratic competencies in educational settings of any form, as well as professional settings. It offers 3 specializations, and it lasts 12 months if students are full-time, or 24 months if students are part-time. How it works, it is that it is 100% online, with online meetings in the courses, and also materials that students study at their own pace. They have 2 semesters of courses and the summer for their master's thesis. And for anyone that wants to do hybrid studies, like come to Greece, they can do that if they opt for the optional intensive summer school that is set in July in Greece every July. The tuition fees are 3,400 euros for students originating from the EU and also non-EU member states of the Council of Europe. And that is a price we have because of the partnership with the European Bergeland Center. That is a partnership between the Council of Europe and Norway. And then international students have fees that amount to 5,600 euros. We also offer scholarships, one full scholarship provided by the European Bergeland Center each year. And that happens after students have registered. We have a call for applications, and then one student becomes the scholar of the European Bergeland Center for each year. Our vision is to empower our students to utilize democratic processes in their own teaching, in educational and professional environments, and shape the next generation of policymakers that will make educational policies and curricula more democratic. So what we have found as possible employment opportunities is that people that do the masters can become educational policy advisors in NGOs, or educational organizations, executives at NGOs, curriculum managers and designers, education consultants in school or educational organizations, educators depending on their bachelor's degree, researchers and academics pursuing further studies in education, democracy, and human rights, youth development specialists, and education coordinators in international organizations that focus on human rights. So as far as the optional internship summer school goes, this is in Greece, offering hands-on experience and additional credits to the diplomas of our students. But the summer school will also be open to people not enrolled in the MA program, awarding them competent credits. So about the application deadlines for this year and the documentation, we will be accepting applications all year long till September 2026 for the academic year that will start in October 2026. It is a very easy process. People go to our website and there is a form there where they just click apply, and there they submit the application for the specialization they choose, and they attach the following documents, which is their CV, a photocopy of their ID, and their first cycle degrees and English language certification, as well as one reference letter. Prior to admission, a short interview is conducted with each candidate.
Genia said everything about our renowned university, so we'll go straight to our program. Our program is an integrated master in pharmacy, meaning that our students, after 5 years of studying, have both a bachelor and a master's degree together combined, which is a great asset for our students. A bit of numbers, we love numbers here, from the Department of Pharmacy, meaning the Greek program, is that we have already given 3,000 bachelor degrees, more than 1,000 master degrees, and more than 250 doctoral degrees. So we are an accredited program, and we are very proud that our professors are among the leading professors worldwide. We are very happy and proud that 15 of our professors are part of the world's top 2% of leading scientists worldwide, based on the scientist list of Stanford University. Our faculty, we have 41 faculty members, so you see that the percentage is quite high. Now, our program offers the full spectrum of pharmacy knowledge. We are divided in 3 sections: medicinal chemistry, pharmaceutical technology, and pharmacognosy. And of course, we do offer all the related laboratories that our pharmacy students need to focus on. Our labs are very modern and renovated with all the newest infrastructure that our students will take advantage of the 5 years that they will be with us. Now, the very common question of what can a pharmacist do after graduating. Our students can do many things, actually. They can work on community and hospital pharmacies, which is an obvious reply, but they can also work in pharmacy and biotechnology sector. They can work in CROs for clinical trials, in regulatory authorities, both nationally and in the European era. And of course, they can work in academic and research institutions if they want to follow their academic career in more depth. So, in more specific details about our requirements, we need a high school diploma, more than 15 out of 20 or equivalent. I can help with equivalencies if you contact me. Of course, we do accept baccalaureate and French baccalaureate, but we truly need our students to have taken physics, biology, or chemistry, math. We are not strict on this, and we are not say no to a student who hasn't done all of them, of course, because we see the students as a complete CV and not as specific grades on specific courses. But we do know that it will be better for them, and they will have an easier admission and easier adaptation throughout the 5 years with us. So also A-levels and advanced placement, anything that our prospective students have done in the high school period of their life. Of course, we do need a certification of English language. We do not need it if the schools are English, or if the program is taught in English. Let's say baccalaureate student will not need English certification because they are considered for us bilingual. If not, we do have this requirement because all of our courses are taught in English, so it will be very hard for a pharmacy student not to be very fluent in English. Not very fluent, fluent. So let me have a summary for our program. It's a master. It's an integrated master. I need to highlight this. It's totally taught in English. The duration is 5 years, meaning 10 semesters. It can be provided as a full-time or as a part-time. Our tuition fees are 9,000 per academic year. And we only have fall intake. So this means that now we are receiving applications for September 2026. We work on a rolling basis, means that we treat every application that we receive. And if our maximum capacity is fulfilled, then we stop receiving applications. So there's no end time for the September 2026 intake. Now, before moving on to my colleague Yanis, just a bridge between the two programs, we wanted to share with you some useful information about the life in Athens. Fortunately, Athens is a relatively non-costly, non-expensive city, meaning that our students can live very, very well with something like 600 to 850 euro per month. This includes accommodation, food, and transportation. As far as accommodation is concerned, let me highlight that we have a special office here in the university helping our students to find the best accommodation that fits their needs. Different students, different cultures, different people have different needs. So we are here to support and help everyone has the best fit as far as accommodation is concerned. Also, we do receive questions about if it's possible for our students to work while they study. Yes, they can. International students outside the European Union are permitted to work part-time. Some typical roles that they can fit in are in the hospitality industry or tutoring or also retail. I'm highlighting the part-time. Now, an average monthly income will be something like 700 euro per month. So it is permitted, then how they can fit this in their schedule. So it's up to them to fit work in the university schedule. Now, as Evgenia said, Athens is a very vibrant city. If you have visited for a vacation, you will have noticed that. We have a very nice weather, meaning that our students can take benefit, can take advantage of that. It's a very also safe city. So the parents can feel very happy that they will not be afraid from where their children will be living. The nightlife Athens is renowned for its nightlife, so I don't have to say more. So we are very happy to help students, support them, and make their life easier here in Athens, not only academically, but also in the rest of the spectrum of their everyday life. Thank you for your time, and we're moving on to my colleague Yanis.
Hello everyone, I'm Yanis, and I'm going to share some information about the BA in the Archaeology, History and Literature of Ancient Greece. What is it? Can you see it change in the slides?
Yes.
Yes. A short program overview. The BAAG program, as we say it after the sixth year of operations, is taught entirely in English and is designed exclusively for international students. And it gives you the chance to live and study in Athens, surrounded by monuments, museums, and of course archaeological sites that most people only read about it. So this is a 4-year degree that combines academic depth with hands-on experience, offering an immersive journey into the ancient world. Now, about the curriculum. We have 3 pillars, let's say, of studies, 3 disciplines, quite near to each other, but quite different also. We have the part of archaeology. In this field, a student is going to study prehistory, Greek prehistory, and European, of course, ancient Greek and art and architecture, city planning, and of course, in history, you're going to explore the Greek polis, means the political and social life of the Greek polis. Of course, our famous, let's say, King Alexander the Great. You're going to study religion, sports, inscriptions, and of course, numismatics, the science of coins. And at last, in literature, you're going to engage with the works of Homer, the famous poet from the ancient times, the Iliad, the Odyssey, and not only these, the classical dramas, Sophocles, of course, and Aeschylus and Euripides, historiography like in Thucydides and Xenophon, philosophy, Plato, Aristotle, and much more. And we come to the main question, why choose BAG? The first of all, as Lida and Evgenia have already presented, we have the advantage of Athens. You can study in one of the richest archaeological environments of the world. Most of our courses include, of course, on-site classes, meaning that your classroom might be the Acropolis Museum or the ancient Agora, or even an excavation site. And of course, our students participate in mandatory field trips to major archaeological sites and destinations outside Athens and Attica, the region of Attica, as in Delphi, Olympia. We have trips to Peloponnese, and of course, a major trip in Crete. And this is one of our, let's say, highly advertised destinations. And of course, it's equally important to speak about our community, the Greek communities. Usually we are warm, welcoming, and as a community in the university, we are designed, all three of us, to support students who are moving to Greece for the first time. We know that it's quite difficult for a parent to send his child to a foreign country outside its comfort zone, even the parents' comfort zone. So we are dedicated on this specific service, we might say. The next part is we already spoke about teaching in the other programs. All courses are taught by distinguished professors and senior researchers of the School of Philosophy. But I have to underline that we have also strong connections with foreign schools. So we have professors from other universities, international, European, and American universities that usually taught on a regular basis. We have a rotation over them. And as I already mentioned, we have a terrific student support unit, not only a central one of the university, but each program has its own personnel dedicated on this. As I underline over here, we try to ensure a smooth transition. This is one of the major targets we have. Next step, the usual why choose something, a course on humanities. What I might do in my life afterwards, whatever we usually hear from students. We have, I have put here three major, let's say, also pillars. We have academia, of course. Our students can continue into an MA or a PhD program or participate in archaeological fieldwork and research. And of course, we have, as I mentioned before, collaboration with foreign archaeological school in Athens and elsewhere. So it's easy for them. Our graduates are highly trained. So they are very, let's say, foreign schools are trying to persuade them to work for the foreign schools. The second pillar is the cultural sector. Our graduates usually work in museum education, in heritage interpretation, curatorial assistance, and cultural institutions in general. And in industry, in the industrial sector and public life, they find opportunities in education, in cultural diplomacy, in tourism, of course, publishing, and always we have in mind the creative media. And of course, we have to underline that this degree prepares you for a wide range of meaningful professional directions. Following next. As Lida already spoke about, living in Athens is quite affordable for foreign students. There are no hidden costs and let's say something that can create burden to the parents of the student himself. We have already spoken about working while studying. International students outside EU means that the students that come from EU have the full rights we as Greeks have. So this part-time limitation does not exist for EU students. It's just for students outside EU. And life in Athens, we already have talked about it, and we have plenty of neighborhoods that there is no, let's say, we have plenty of neighborhoods in Athens that are very vibrant, and the nightlife is very vivid. So it's not only the typical downtown center of a European city. The next is one another is the admissions and key info about our program. What we need for application, we need a high school diploma, usually notarized, because to have the apostille stamp on it. We need it to be official in order to apply for our program. We need proficiency, of course, in English language. This means that we need something above B2. Perfect would be perfect for us to have someone to have a C2. And as Lida said, we have the same system. The applications are open until the 15th of June for students that need a visa, and the 15th of July for students that do not need a visa. And the application period, we have a rolling system that we accept applications all over the year. So if someone, or let's say it's mid-November, and wants to send us to apply for our program, we are open to receive the application, to examine it, and we usually have the procedure has a small interview with the applicant in order to understand his mentality, more or less. It's not an examination. We needed to see that the applicant exists and has a personality, let's say. The tuition fees are quite low for a four-year program. It's 6,000 euros per academic year, and it's quite affordable, I suppose. About the student visa we just mentioned, we provide support for the visa process, and that means that we provide the applicant with admission letter, official letter of acceptance. The tuition fee, we issue a receipt for the fees because usually the Greek consulates ask for it. And of course, we can give you plenty of support as a student once you arrive in Greece. So this was a brief presentation of our program.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for everything. It was a lovely webinar.